Hey guys, John here with RealTruck.com. Today I want to show you how to install the Lund Genesis Elite roll-up tonneau cover onto this Chevy Silverado. Okay, as you can see here, our tonneau comes with everything we need to get it installed onto our truck. We have our cover assembly, our left and right side rails, 6 clamps, and our carriage bolts that attach our cover assembly to the side rail. Now, the first step would be to remove the white backing that comes on this foam. We've already done that with these. So just to let you know how you do it with your roll cover assembly, in order to get the white backing off, you will have to release the clasp on here and then to pull it up to get that out of there. And then once you get the white backing off, just go ahead and pull it down and reattach it, because with this attached, it makes it way easier to actually install this cover onto the truck. We're ready to start installing our tonneau. Now the first thing we got to make sure we do here is make sure that the tailgate is closed, because our rail we're going to set up on top just like so. What we're going to do is take our clamp, and we want to completely unbolt our clamp. And then we're going to put our back piece up and under, and you want to put it as far forward as you can. Put our bolts in. We want to make sure that we've got this set where we want. Now remember that foam backing that's on the rail. You want to make sure that it's the top of that foam backing is right at the top of your side of your bed. Once we have that in place where we want it to go, then what we're going to do is tighten down our clamp in the back here. And making sure everything is still in place where we want it. We will do the same thing to our center one. And then our rear one, we'll attach it the same way, but what we want to do with it is make sure that we slide it as far to the back as we possibly can. Alright guys, we've got our side rails attached. Now the next thing we're going to do is attach our tonneau assembly. Now what we're going to do is take the carriage bolts that came with our tonneau, and we're going to slide them into this rail about a ½ inch to 1 inch in on each side. Alright, once we have those attached, then we're going to take our cover assembly. We're going to set it up on the back of our truck box. And then we want to line these carriage bolts up into the holes in the ends of the rail. Attach the nuts to the bottom. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to get these started, but we're not going to tighten these up. We're going to leave them loose, because what we need to do is adjust our tonneau from side to side. Like you can see right now on this side, it's completely up against this rail. On the other side, we've got about a ½ inch gap. So once we've got this spaced evenly in the center, then we can go ahead and tighten up those nuts on those bolts. Got those tightened up. Now the next thing we're going to do here is roll out our tonneau, make sure that everything fits like it should. Alright guys, once the side rails are on, one of the things that you want to do is make sure that your rails are horizontal. As you can see across here, that they're, you get this gap is equal all the way across here. That lets you know that they're horizontal. And open the tailgate, just take a peek at them, make sure that they're all level on both ends. And because if not, then we'd have to make some adjustments. This one looks really good, so make sure that our rail part here slides down into the slot. Roll it down and in, and there you go. So what we want to do is, normally you'd want to make sure before you velcro the sides down that the tension was right on it. This one looks pretty good. So we'll go ahead and we'll pull it. Just going to show you what it looks like all fastened down. All right, it looks pretty nice. One of the things to keep in mind is that, in a few days probably from being out in the sun, driving this thing up and down the road and getting it flapping around, that it may require some readjusting. And I'm going to show you here how to adjust these to get your adjustment right so that this stays nice and tight. So we'll do that now, and as you can see, this is a really nice looking tonneau cover. Okay guys, so if our tonneau wasn't nice and pulled tight like it's supposed to be, then we'd need to do some adjusting on it. And the way you would do that is you would make sure that the Velcro is loose on the sides, because that's going to allow it to move. And you'd want to make sure all the way down on both sides that you had this Velcro loose. And then what you would do to the mechanism up under here, and you tighten it till it pulls the wrinkles and waves out, and you get a nice tight look on the top of it. So I'm going to show you where those are at. These adjusters are right here. Now, if you look down on here, you can see the settings on these. Okay, as you guys can see, it has a plus and a minus sign, so that just lets you know if you're going to make it tighter or looser. And what you do is you can see the washer for the adjuster bolt right down in here, and that will let you know where you've got it set, and so that way you can do both sides evenly to get it to keep it straight and nice. And then all you do is you take and put your socket in here, and you crank that bolt in a little bit to tighten it, or out a little bit to loosen it. There you have it. That's how easy it is to install the Lund Genesis Elite roll-up tonneau cover onto your truck.